I'm Dr. Gene Antenucci. I started my career in dentistry in the Air Force, where I helped our military personnel get healthy and stay healthy. From there, I built a successful practice in Huntington, New York. Later, as a teacher, lecturer, and author, I shared my knowledge and experience with students and fellow healthcare professionals. And now my journey has taken me here to explore the world of health, wellness, diet, fitness, and nutrition, as together we discover and find the good life. When it comes to health and well-being, most people immediately think of diet, nutrition, and exercise. But probably one of the most important components of well-being is having a balance in your life. So often life becomes a merry-go-round centered around work. It seems like every time I blink, it's Monday morning again. The days and hours in between can't be just about work. We need to play. We need to have fun. We need to do things not because we have to, and not because they meet some requirement or deadline, but just because they make us whole again. Doing new things have a habit of doing that. They're fun, they're exciting, they're challenging, they recharge us. And today's show is about just a couple of ways to find some balance and to recharge that battery. We'll speak with Steve Silberberg of Fit Packing, where backpacking adventures not only bring people out into beautiful wilderness and national park areas for 1 to 2 weeks, but they also jumpstart their personal fitness program and they lose weight. And I'll be joined here by the travel mom, Emily Kaufmann, who'll tell us about a star-studded weekend getaway she's planned, and you're invited. Also, relationship coach Amy Schoen is here, and she's going to tell us how she helps singles gain the tools they need to meet their soulmates. The travel mom is here with us today to share her upcoming weekend getaway at the Paseo Hotel and Spa in Huntington Beach, California. Her mission is to inspire, motivate, and encourage people to step out of their comfort zones and discover how capable they are having new experiences. Hi, Emily. Welcome to the show. So when is the weekend getaway happening?
And I'm so excited to share it with you because my goal is to inspire, motivate, and encourage people to have new experiences, and that's what I'm doing. The Travel Mom Weekend Getaway, March 6th, 7th, and 8th at the Paseo Hotel in Huntington Beach is going to be awesome.
What are some special activities you have planned?
Well, of course, since we're going to be in Surf City, USA, there's going to be surfing lessons. There's also a lot of mindfulness. We're going to do guided meditation, gentle yoga. There's going to be card reading and Reiki. And there's also going to be a whole lot of fun. There's a big disco party, an island punch party. Sonoma County is bringing in wines and cheeses. And I've got some terrific speakers coming as well.
I hear you have an amazing group of activity leaders and speakers.
Absolutely. The speakers are motivational, inspirational, wonderful people. Sam Champion is going to host Breakfast with the Champion, and Nicole McLaren Campbell is coming all the way from Jamaica. She's an amazing, inspirational speaker, speaking about focusing on your goals and getting those goals accomplished.
What do you want your weekend getaway guests to take home with them?
What I want the guests to take home from them is they've met new like-minded people. They've discovered how capable they are by stepping out of their comfort zone and having these new experiences. I promise it's going to be fun for everyone. TheTravelMom.com has all the information about it, so check out TheTravelMom.com.
Thank you, Emily.
Thanks for having me.
Over 70 years of experience in heart and aviation, the members of the Association of Flight Attendants know the realities of the aircraft cabin better than anyone. We don't just serve drinks, we save lives. We don't just negotiate contracts, we move major policy issues like the smoking ban, no knives on planes, clean water, and safe food on board. The air we breathe matters, and we stop the spraying of poisonous pesticides. The Association of Flight Attendants, stronger together, better together.
Let's talk about Haribo Gold Bears.
Aloha!
I can't stop eating this orange one.
The red one is more gooder to me because it tastes like berries.
My bears are like doing cartwheels and backflips and stuff.
And then I'm going to fly it into my mouth.
And for all your favorite gummies in one bag, try Haribo Star Mix.
When we come back, we'll talk to someone who helps singles find the perfect lifetime partners for backpacking or anything else. We'll be back in a moment.
Attention! Do you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS? If so, listen to this important message about the IRS Fresh Start program, a special IRS program that can potentially save you thousands by qualifying. The Fresh Start program is one of the best programs the IRS has created to help struggling taxpayers that can't pay their taxes. Don't take on the IRS by yourself, and get ready, as we are going to give you the most important number you may ever need to end your IRS nightmare. Call Tax Relief 123 now at 800-935-3490 for free information. Since qualifying for the Fresh Start program is not automatic, Tax Relief 123 will connect you with a tax professional for a free consultation. Once you're accepted, the IRS must stop all harassing collection activities. Imagine no threatening phone calls, no wage garnishments or bank levies, and no more living in fear of the IRS. Call 800-935-3490 now to find out if you may qualify for the IRS's Fresh Start program. Call Tax Relief 123 to speak with a tax professional for a free consultation at 800-935-3490. Call 800-935-3490.
Do you have a child whose favorite word is why? Give them Little Passports, an irresistibly fun subscription for curious kids. Every month, a new Little Passports package is sent with their name on it, loaded with super fun activities, unique souvenirs, and hands-on projects like building a 3D model of Big Ben. Spark your child's curiosity in people, places, and cultures from all over the globe. Curious yourself? Good! Find the perfect gift at littlepassports.com.
Must be 18 years or older to order.
This is important news for people who've used vaping devices and suffered from addiction or serious injuries. If you or a loved one used a vaping device made by Juul, Fuse, or Blue and then suffered from nicotine addiction, nicotine poisoning, seizures, strokes, heart attacks, breathing problems, behavioral problems, suicidal thoughts, or birth defects, call Davis & Crump now to find out if you're eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Our first consultation is free and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call Davis & Crump right now. Operators are standing by.
Same hotel, same price? No! There's a bunch of different prices out there all over the internet. Trivago instantly compares them to find your ideal hotel for the best price. Hotel Trivago.
Steve Silberberg is a certified wilderness first responder and is the owner of his own backpacking guide company, Fit Packing. Hello, Steve.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great. Tell us all about Fit Packing.
Well, Fit Packing takes people who are moderately overweight on backpacking adventure vacations to get fit and lose fat. We go to destinations such as national parks and forests, mostly domestically, but also internationally.
How'd you get into being a guide? Were you a park ranger before?
No. So all my life, I love to go backpacking. It's kind of been my hobby and passion. And then after years in the corporate grind, I was sitting at my desk thinking I was going to put a fork in my head and decided, hey, maybe I can change my life and go backpacking all the time. So I looked into it and I noticed that whenever I'd come back from a vacation, that my pants fit a little bit better. I was kind of stress-free, and I thought I could bring this to other people.
So how fit or not fit do you have to be to participate in Fit Packing?
Yeah, can anyone do this?
Sounds vigorous.
There's no real exact answer to that. People continually surprise me by what they're capable of. You see a person who's perhaps, you look at them and think, oh, there's no way that person could carry 40 pounds on their back through the mountains. And then they not only do that, they exceed your expectations. On the other hand, sometimes you find people who you think, oh, they're just, say like a 130-pound woman who appears to be very fit, or man even. And you put a backpack on them and you find that after a day, they're done. So it's, I wish, the one thing I would tell you is it's not for someone who is on The Biggest Loser, for example. There's a modicum of activity and fitness level you should have before you go out backpacking.
So, Steve, what are some of the skills that people learn during their trips that may help them even when they get home?
Patience is a skill that you would think. Getting away from their devices and Wi-Fi, and but so those are more. Those aren't really skills so much as life things that you learn to de-stress and that sort of thing. But you do learn how to backpack, you learn how to camp, you learn how to hike, and you learn how to be resourceful. I mean, you're out there with no plumbing or electricity. You pretty much are independent and have to fend for yourselves with the help of a guide.
It's a big change being in the wilderness. I've done some wilderness backpacking myself, and it's a different world. And I can imagine some of the transformation that must occur with the number of your clients or the people that participate.
Mm-hmm. Well, so the transformation, so you do get a body composition transformation. You find that typically people lose about 5 pounds of fat on a week-long trip. So that's different than, your body can fluctuate 5 pounds. It's just a couple, that's just 2 gallons of water or whatever. But so it's not water weight, you actually lose fat. And I'm encouraged to hear that you've been out backpacking.
It's fun. It's just being in nature is an amazing thing, and I think people need more of it. So you see all types of people when you're on your trips.
Well, you mean the people that come with us, or the people we?
Not others wandering around the woods, right?
So what I find is you meet the most incredible people out on the trail. You get people from maybe not all walks of life, but a fair amount of walks of life. And you find that they're amazing people, but I think part of that is the venue. So when you're out in the wilderness, people's guards come down a little bit. They're a little bit more open to, they're more receptive to nature and relaxing, and so they're in a better mood. It's like people, it's like when you go on vacation, you encounter other people on vacation, and you go, oh, we got to go to Jamaica all the time because everyone's happy here.
It's so important for people to do and experience new things. I find it's important to get out of the rut and to get out of the everyday life that we're in, and this is just an amazing experience, I know. Right?
People must feel amazing once they finish a trip with you.
Well, so yeah, maybe not everyone feels so amazing, but most people do. But it's actually good for behavior modification. So one thing I do, when I was in a corporate job, I had a real, I don't know if problem is right, but issue with caffeine. I still love my caffeine, but every time I hit the trail, I go cold turkey. I go a week without caffeine, and I find it brings me back down to normal, and I can go on and manage that going forward. Well, we have people do that, but they also can stop smoking cigarettes. They can stop certain types of eating behaviors. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it is a good way to and like I mentioned earlier, there's a digital detox.
Well, I want to know how we start building.
I know. Hey, Steve, we're ready to book our trip. Where can we go to find more information?
Well, you could go to the website, fitpacking.com, and I guess that's about the only place you can go.
Okay. Well, we are ready to start our fit packing adventure. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. This is great.
We'll be back with more of Finding the Good Life right after a quick break.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS? Then get on board with the Tax Admiral and let us steer your way to financial freedom. Helping people clean up their mess with the IRS. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, are facing an audit, a lien, or levy, then call me right away. You're in charge with the Tax Admiral. Call me now for your free emergency consultation.
Call 800-839-7303. That's 800-839-7303.
Season after season, year after year, customers have found that when it comes to replacing their windows, there is only one company to call, Renewal by Andersen. Call 1-800-468-9503 now. So what makes Renewal by Andersen so good? Fibrex material, an innovative composite material exclusive to Andersen that provides strength and durability. far surpassing vinyl. In fact, it won't warp or bow over time like vinyl does. Get the window replacement solution proven to stand the test of time, plus the peace of mind that comes from a superior service experience. That's Renewal by Andersen. Call 1-800-468-9503 today and get 20% off your entire order with this exclusive TV offer. Again, that's 800-468-9503 for 20% off. Plus, get no money down, no interest, and no monthly payments for 12 months. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window. Call 1-800-468-9503 now.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you're testing your blood sugar 4 more times per day, injecting insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetic Health Hotline today and learn about the latest CGM technology. Not only can a CGM immediately reduce pain, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better diabetes treatment decisions. And if you have Medicare, you can get a new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. We'll also provide free shipping of your new CGM, and we'll bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 more times per day and injecting insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call now and learn how to receive your new continuous glucose monitor at little or no out-of-pocket cost.
Our next guest is Amy Schoen. For over 15 years, Amy, a professional certified life and relationship coach, has helped marriage-minded men and women get off the dating merry-go-round and finally find their life partner. She also helps clients build a loving, committed partner relationship that leads to marriage if that's their goal. Amy, welcome to the show. So happy to have you here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, welcome. This is very interesting.
This is.
I can't wait to talk to you.
It's a great topic. I mean, relationships are so important for our stability in life. How did you get into this?
Well, I myself went through a divorce when I was in my mid-30s. I married my college sweetheart. And as you know, I didn't know myself well. I didn't know what I wanted, and we grew apart. And so I got divorced. And here I was dating in my mid-30s. So I did everything, and I finally, 7 years later, I actually hired a coach when I turned 40. And I met my husband when I was 41. We got married when I was 42. We've been married for 18 years now. But people coming to me and say, how did you do this? And then I started helping people, and I'm like, I need to really learn how to do this the right way. So I went back, I got my coaching certification, and I started coaching, and I love it. I love the coaching model. Works really well for my clients to help them really get clear about what they want for their lives and what's important for them.
One of the things I notice all the time, relationships are so important, but why is it that people always end up with the wrong person for them?
Well, you know, a lot of times we're using our not our head, but our, heart, as I say, chemistry. And so we get attracted to someone, and just like what happened to me, I was very attracted to my first husband, but he was the worst fit for me. We didn't share the same goals, we didn't share the same values. So I think people make assumptions. People jump in too quickly to relationships without really knowing themselves, or they may meet someone and then they say, oh, this is not going to work. So I think, what I ask my clients to do is to take the step back and to really look at what they want for their lives, get more clear about their life vision, what's important, what's their values, what are their must-haves and not, what are their deal breakers, so they can recognize it when it's not the right fit. And so what happened for me, I met a really nice guy, and then I saw the signs very quickly, like, you're cute, but. And then I say, let's just stay friends, because I knew it wasn't going to work. I mean, he had a lot of the same personality. We're attracted, and we have to understand who we're attracted to. And sometimes we're not attracted to the best people.
So who's your client that comes to you? What's a typical person?
I don't have a typical person.
Do you have all kinds of people from all kinds of backgrounds?
Well, that's what makes it so much fun. I work with people, normally they're around 30, they're starting to struggle with relationships, their friends are getting married, they're feeling left behind. men and women. The men are a little older, they're pushing 40. And then I work with, and all the way up into the 70s, I worked with a widowed guy in his early 70s. I work with people in their 60s. I have a big baby boomer group. I do a lot of 40s, you know. Their friends are all getting married and having families, and why is it not working for me?
Do you have a favorite person or a favorite couple that really just stands out for you?
It's really hard because I have so many great clients. I mean, I just went through all my great clients. But to give the example of why it doesn't work or could work, I had one woman, she was a single mom, she was in her mid-40s, had 2 kids, and she's very outgoing, and she met this guy at a bar, and they clicked, and he was a little older, and it turned out he had different life goals, and he wanted to move, you know, to Florida with his sister and do some other, but she couldn't leave Connecticut, and some of my clients are virtual, and so they did try to make it work, and then in the end it didn't, and then she went out and she met a much better partner, and she's engaged now, and he's also divorced. He also has a child, so they're staying engaged until I think the kid issues kind of work itself out. But I mean, I just love her perseverance, and you know, dating takes resolve. Dating takes a lot. You have to be self-confident. I help my clients really see who they are and what they offer to a relationship instead of the whatnots. Because as we get older, it's like, I'm not young, I'm not this, I'm not skinny, I'm not whatever. I mean, my clients come in all shapes and sizes, all ethnicities, all races, everything, all religions. And it's really a lot of fun because I have to tailor it for them.
This is great information.
It's so interesting. Where can people find more information?
Well, I have a website called motivatedtomarry.com. That's probably the best part. I have a podcast, the Motivated to Marry podcast. I have a Facebook group, the Motivated to Marry Singles Facebook group. So I'm out there.
Well,
so
I'm
they
sure our
can find
viewers
me.
are going to be looking you up right away.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Well,
thank you so
great.
much.
We'll be right back with The Good Life, so stay with us.
So this is
One of my books. Yeah,
oh,
it's
fantastic.
I have to admit that one of the most difficult things for me personally is maintaining balance between work and what's really important in life. Goals are great, but they can be so consuming. It's all too easy to focus on one particular set of goals and lose sight of the larger picture of our lives. It may be helpful to sit quietly and consider the following telltale signs that maybe you are lacking balance. Do these describe you? You go to work when it's dark and you come home when it's dark. You come home from work and you still spend several more hours doing work. You haven't held your spouse's hand or spent an entire day with your children in who knows how long. You haven't exercised forever. You're constantly doing something with your cell phone. You're continually gaining weight. Your health is progressively getting worse. You have more and more trouble sleeping. You drink more alcohol than you know you should. You aren't happy with the person in the mirror that's looking back at you. Balance is not a static thing, it's a process. The scale's always moving and shifting, and that's okay. What is important is recognizing that self, family, relationships, work, and spirituality are all an integral part of the equation. And what's essential is that we keep the need for balance always at the forefront in our minds. Thanks for joining us today. Be sure to visit us online at findingthegoodlife.tv.